Welcome to All Gen Gamers, a podcast for people in video games of all generations. Starring Pete Dorr, Happy Console Gamer, Gamester81, and Jason Heine. Hey guys, welcome back to the All Gen Gamers podcast. This is episode number 65. I'm one of your hosts, Jason Heine from the Emulator Review Show on YouTube. We are also joined by our good friend, John from Gamester81 on YouTube. What's up, John?
What's up?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And we're also joined by the Happy Console Gamer from YouTube. What's up, Johnny Millennium?
What's up?
Oh, I can't wait for this. And we are also joined by Pete Dorr from Pete's Game Room on YouTube. What's up, Pete?
What's up?
No!
No, it's what's up?
You guys see that, like, What's Up Milk commercial or whatever? Hey, what's up? With the kids, they answer the phone and... No? Okay. Cool. Fuck everything. Okay. We are also joined with our special guest this episode, Kevin Lieber from JuliusBloop. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Great, guys. How are you?
Wonderful. So, why don't you tell everyone about your YouTube show, which is hilarious. We all love it.
Very hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's kind of a parody on internet gaming review shows. It's called Uninformed Video Game Reviews.
Uh-huh.
And it's specifically as stupid as it possibly can be in kind of a tempered manner. So I can see where some people might just think it's stupid without any merit, but you know, I think people should give it a chance and check it out.
It's really unique humor, and I think that's it. Like, I think the first time I watched it, I'll be honest with you, I didn't get it. But the funny thing is, when I came back and would watch more, I'm like, this is actually kind of crazy, superly intelligent stuff. Like, it's actually, I don't even know how you come up with some of the fucking ideas you come up with. They're so out there. You know what I mean?
There's kind of, not to reveal all of my secrets, but there's kind of a formula that I use for the show where basically, first of all, I find out what new games come out this month, whatever the month is. I do one show a month and just come up with some sort of wordplay for the title. So I review it as somebody who has no idea what the game is about whatsoever. So it is as wrong as possible, as if, an alien has come to Earth and says, The Legend of Zelda, it's about this, but has no clue who Link is or, that sort of thing. So that's where it starts. And then it kind of, he tries to relate it to his life in some way, which is a very sheltered and bizarre existence, to say the least. And it just kind of goes from there.
So I got to ask, where did you come up with the concept of the show? Were you sitting around one day and said, I'm going to create the most fucking craziest channel on YouTube?
No, actually, I created the idea of uninformed video game reviews I used to do on my blog. I just would write them. It wasn't a video thing at all, just for fun. And then a couple years later, I started doing the Jerry Bloop character, which was 100% supposed to be a Christian Weston Chandler parody. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Christian Weston Chandler, but he's somebody who is on YouTube who got trolled really, really horrifically.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Pendant and Sonic Chew and all of that.
Yes. People would want to do interviews with him, correct? And stuff like that. And he was a very oddball character. He just was very surreal. Am I correct? Yes.
Yeah. Well, he's autistic, and he created this character. Sonic.
Well, I apologize. I didn't realize. I just thought he was absolutely wacky.
No. I mean, he actually suffers from mental illness. So I never really went into actually explaining that, at all. But Jerry Bloop was inspired by his existence, more or less, and then just kind of evolved from there.
It's a funny character, man. Kevin, I've been a follower of yours for a long time. Your channel's blown up. Congratulations, man. It's awesome. I think I was like one of your first 100 subscribers, something like that. I mean, I don't know. I was there earlier on. It's really grown, and it's fun to see it evolve, over the years.
Yeah, I started just doing it with a laptop, with the webcam on my laptop, and eventually just raised enough money working 3 jobs to actually afford a decent camera. But yeah, it's been fun. It's a hobby, and I enjoy doing it.
Absolutely.
You're also from Portland.
I'm from New York. I moved to Portland and lived there for 3 years, which I love. Great city. And John and I actually met up there and went to ground control.
Yeah, it was good
awesome.
times.
I'm from Portland, so I'm just making a reference. It's cool that you're there. It's a cool place. Love it there.
Can I ask you guys something about Portland? There's I said it in a video when I was a young kid, I think it was like 89, 1990-ish. And I went to Portland with my parents who was passing through there one night. And there was an arcade and it was 5 cents. And you could get, I think you paid $5 or something to get in, and every game was 5 cents after that. And that's the first place I saw Kadash and like Airbuster.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the arcade? There's a few of them in town. I heard. I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one on Belmont called Avalon, and that's how that place works. I think you pay $3 or $5, and then it's just a nickel for as long as you want. They have movies there too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderland was also.
I think it might have been Wonderland. That somebody else. I think I'm glad you remember because I wouldn't remember the name unless you said it.
Well, I think they're actually the same thing. I think it says Avalon and Wonderland.
It's the same. Yeah.
On it. Yeah. So that might be.
So it's still around?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Is it really?
There was also a place over in my side of town where I grew up. It was an arcade, but it was like a mom and pop type of an arcade. It was called Games People Play, and it was $4 to get in or $5 to get in. All the games were free play. I think I mentioned this before, but I mean, you could just play all day. There's no time limits or anything. And then it got bought out, and it was a Wonderland for a while, and that's when it changed to like $3 to get in, and everything was a nickel to play, which was cool. But yeah, they're still around for sure.
I love ground control.
Yeah, it's awesome. I was just there recently, actually. Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
I've seen your pictures and stuff, man. It's changed a lot even since I was there. They always move things around. And
were those cool tables there when you were there last time? Because they have these awesome tables that are flat screen TVs, turned flat, and they have like laminate tops that the TV lights up and it lights the whole table up. They're like 47-inch TVs.
Oh, yeah, they didn't have those.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 of them.
They actually moved locations last year.
Oh, did they?
Moved to a completely different building. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So do they still have the 2-story or?
I haven't been to the new one yet. Huh. No, I actually moved from Portland back to New York over the summer and never got a chance to check out the new location at all.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, cool place.
Yeah.
Hey, if you get a chance, Kevin, if you're wandering past Wonderland, tell me if Kadash is still there. After all these years. I'd be kind of curious if it was. I highly doubt it, but
he just said that he moved back to.
I'm not
back home.
Oh, you're not there anymore? You're not in Portland?
No.
I must have zoned out. Sorry.
Oh,
No worries.
Way to pay attention, Johnny.
What's going on? Where are we at?
What planet are we living on?
We're watching television right now. What's going on?
Right on.
Nice.
Well, Jason, the next time you're in Portland.
Well, I would love to. I was there 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's great.
Was Kadash there?
I saw your poutine video, Jason. That's hilarious. Tell us about your poutine hunter.
I hunted it out. That's right.
I liked that video. That was really good.
Did you see the end of it? I was like, fuck you both. Because you guys went there and ate it and rubbed it in my face. Yeah, good stuff.
Speaking of food, I got in my hands, Johnny, some ketchup potato chips.
Yes.
What are ketchup potato chips?
Huh?
What are ketchup? Is that like, what is that?
Ketchup.
Oh, ketchup. You're saying ketchup.
Ketchup.
Like
ketchup
potato or something.
Ketchup potato chips.
He's like get cats or something.
Then after this, we're going to play some Sega Saturn.
Saturn. We're going to play some Saturn. So big thank you to Brian Taylor. He hooked me up with a whole bunch of these ketchup potato chips.
Ketchup.
He brought me a bag too.
I brought him a bag. Delicious.
Oh no!
He brought me a dime bag.
Hooked me up with some chocolate Smarties too.
Nice.
There's absolutely nowhere in the U.S. that sells ketchup potato chips.
Not that I've seen them.
Nope.
Didn't I send you guys a flyer or show you guys a flyer that there was making them?
The hell?
What's going on over there? He's getting attacked by a dog.
Something with a dog.
Yeah, my puppy's home.
Ah. Right on. So anyway, no, I haven't seen any ketchup potato chips in the States.
Ketchup. No, they're made out of dead cats. Your brother know all about it.
Absolutely.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. So, what's new in gaming land?
Well, I do have a follow-up to last episode,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
to our Halloween episode. I don't know if our listeners are prepared for this right now, though.
Oh, God.
Oh, I do too. Pete, are you going to say what I think you're going to say? I'm watching a movie.
Are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Yeah, maybe. Was that recommendation of Oliver?
Yes.
Did you watch it? What'd you
halfway
think?
through the movie. I had to turn it off.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. Me and Kim watched it, and you know it's so
the whole
funny.
thing. Did you watch the whole thing?
No. I'm
Oh,
ready.
come on now.
I'm ready to brave the rest of it. Pete, let me just say this, and sorry to the audience. I'm just kind of the first scene when he sits him down and he shows him the video.
Oh, it's the best part of the movie.
It's not the best.
Wait, what
scene
movie is this
Wait,
again?
okay,
Yeah,
what are you
remind me.
talking
Come on.
about?
Fill us in as far as the listeners who don't.
Pete, fill him in.
So last episode, we had Oliver on to talk horror movies, and I'm like, Oliver, come on now, you know horror movies. Give me your recommendation for the most disturbing film you've ever seen. So he was like, A Serbian Film. I'm like, what? I had to ask him like 5 times how to spell this movie.
Yeah.
But it's the letter A space Serbian, Serbian space film. Never heard of it before. It's actually pretty new. It came out earlier.
2010. 2010.
Yeah. Or was it 2010? I guess you're right. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, so
I was looking it up. Yeah, it's 2010. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I'll pick the movie up because I don't really download movies. But I'm like, you know what? I can't watch the edited version, and the it's not even out on DVD in the US yet, and the one that's coming out very soon, or it might even be out already, is edited. So I had to download the unedited version, which I just did a search for. It came up, whatnot. 104 minutes. Just be very careful because there's also an edited version out there that's 103 and 104 minutes. And yeah, did it all in one sitting. And
Was that Blu-ray you got, or was that? You just
whatever
downloaded it?
I downloaded it, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good quality, whatever the hell it was. And I could see why it's his most disturbing film of all time. Now, I'll say this. Had I gone into this movie not knowing what to expect, I think I would have been quite a bit more disturbed. But since I did a quick Wikipedia search beforehand, I had a brief, knowing what to expect. Johnny, go ahead.
It's funny, you as you say again, you met my friend Andrew at PAX, and he's a real huge horror film buff. And so I was talking to him the other day. I said, yeah, so I watched a bit, a lot of that Serbian film, and he's like, you watched that? He was like surprised I was. I'm like, and even he said how absolutely disturbing it was, and what the hell was the whole thing?
Well, there's like 3 disturbing scenes in the whole movie.
Yeah, and the first, put it this way, so me and Kim were watching it, and we're sitting on the couch, and I'm like, something's going to happen. Oh, sorry. That was my point about Andrew. I had a point to that. I remember it back. Is he started watching it. He downloaded it. He thought it was a fucking documentary. He had no idea.
Oh, wake up call there.
Yeah. So he's sitting there watching it, and he didn't know what it was going to be about. He's like, I thought it was a Serbian film about Serbia. He had no idea. And so he was quite bothered about it. He said, anyways. So what's so
disturbing about it though? What's a scene, for example?
This is great. I get to don't say the part. We're not running to be honest, but so me and Kim are watching it, and we're waiting for something. Like all I'll say is that it begins, and it's about a porn actor who wants to get back into porn. I won't say anything more than that. And it starts off with a bang, no pun intended. And you're kind of sucked in. You're like, oh, no pun intended again. But you can't help but watch this film. We're nearly halfway through the film, waiting for something waiting for the disturbing Oliver moments. Because Oliver's like, oh my God, you see this movie, you good freak. And we're sitting there, and we're like, and at this point, we had a blanket over us. The blanket started to get higher, and the pillows started to get closer to my eyes because I'm like, something's going to happen. And all I will say is there is a scene, Pete knows what it is, that we started to watch, and I'm like, okay, shit. And Kim's like, fast forward it, fast forward. So I started to try to fast forward it, and I paused it. And I'm like, shit. The perfect worst part. And I stopped the film. I stopped it, and I said, I don't know if we should watch anymore.
You have to see the movie till the end.
We will. Yeah, Kim's like, I don't know, but
yeah. I mean, horror movies don't really faze me, and I have to say this scene. I mean, I can say what it is if people.
No,
wouldn't
don't.
I'm curious.
Don't.
Spoiler alert.
You know what?
Spoiler.
I'm never gonna watch this film.
You know what, Johnny? After watching this film, I would not actually recommend this to anybody. Because first of all,
why would you not recommend it? And don't spoil it.
Because most people, unless they watch nothing but horror movies, would find this very disturbing and very sickening.
Very sick.
I mean, it didn't really faze me too much because I'm like, I kind of expected it, and it's a movie, yeah.
Just tell us what it is. Just no spoiler alert. I mean, just say spoiler alert, and if people don't want to listen, they can.
Okay.
Come on.
Seriously, it's. I don't even want to talk about it. It's so bad.
Oh, come on.
No, John. Honest to God,
it's like a taboo. It's pretty. Hey, if you want, I can read the whole
taboo.
I could read the whole plot here on Wikipedia.
Almost sounds. It sounds pretty bad.
Kevin, have you heard of this movie?
No, but I want to know what's so
I know,
terrible.
right?
I'm sure once we heard it, we'd be like, okay, that's fucked up.
Yeah, come on, give us.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna watch this movie, I'm telling you, you cannot watch the edited version.
Yeah.
You have to see.
It plays on people's fears. This movie will play on your most horrible fears. That's what it is.
I think the most disturbing. Okay, John.
Yes.
Think about and I'm not joking here. I know this is the perfect place for a joke, but think of the worst kinds of imagery and acts that human beings could commit, and it's in this movie. you know, like I'm talking.
Off your own dick.
No. There's a certain scene, but no, that stuff's not a big deal. Like that kind of stuff. But there's some. Okay, spoiler alert. Pete say it. Pete say it. We're telling.
All right, ready?
I'm warning. And I'm fucking pleading for everybody. You know, like.
I'm almost.
You know, that's not. This is. You know, we're an explicit podcast, but even I don't want to say what was in this movie. I can't do it.
Okay, I can do it. Now, if you don't want to hear it, I'm telling you, it's only going to take me 2 seconds to say. So I'm going to count down to 3, and then
can I take
Am I
by
gonna
5
like
seconds.
instantly up Chuck when you say
I want to.
I'm gonna need to go get a bucket.
No, I want to defend us here and say that we didn't make this fucking movie. Okay, we didn't make this movie, and we're not recommending it. And I'm very disturbed by it. And okay,
yeah, I don't recommend it either.
In all honesty, just from you guys talking about it, it seems like nothing I would want to see
same here.
ever.
No, not at all. Not
You
at all.
don't, you don't want to see
I think
it.
Kevin's downloading it right now, though, as we speak.
He might be.
Kevin's masturbating to it.
No, that is one thing I want to mention. This is like 50-50 porn film. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Really.
So anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so just fast forward 5 seconds if you don't want to hear it, and this is going to be a direct
Look,
quote.
more
from
than
the movie.
5 seconds. This is going to go on for fucking half an hour of talk.
Okay. all
Really?
right.
Half hour?
No way.
No, fast forward it a good 10 minutes or something.
Okay. All right, so.
Okay.
I'm kind of nervous now.
I'm too.
You should be. John, you
I
should
am
be.
too.
It's fucking,
I'm shaking.
when you don't know this shit is coming, it fucks you up.
Just give us the summed up short version then,
Yeah.
because we don't want to be here all day
Cliff
talking
notes,
about
Cliff
this.
Two
notes.
words. Two
Cliff
words.
notes.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Newborn porn.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That Trey Parker and Matt Stone said that in an interview like 10 years ago that was the final line to cross.
Yeah.
I swear to God, the
that's-
South Park guys said the final line was babies fucking.
It is so like when you okay. I'll describe. No, I
Describe the scene, Johnny. Do it.
I don't. Okay, me and Kim are watching it. So okay, in the story, I will say this is a spoiler. So in the story, this guy is being hired to be part of new age porn movies by a multi-millionaire.
And he's been retired. He's a retired porn star, and he needs money for his family.
Yeah. And even Kim is leaving the room because she still hates this movie so much. Is that? So basically, he shows up in porn sets and has to, like he doesn't know what he's going to show up to, and he's like, I don't know, he's had to do some questionable things, like he's had to like beat women and all this kinds of shit. So he's had enough. He didn't think he was going to get into something like this. So he tells this multimillionaire guy that hired him, he's like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is sick. I feel blah, blah, blah. And then the multimillionaire guy goes into this rant, a crazy rant going, no, we're here to change the world and porn, this new porn is where it's at and blah, blah, blah. Please sit down before you leave. Please sit down. and let me show you. Let me show you this. And Pete, please, you take it from here.
I can't. You're doing a good job, Johnny.
No, I don't want to.
I think we can kind of fill in the blanks.
So
yeah, and you
Go
know
ahead.
what? You know what, guys? Like, I'm not. You know what? I don't feel comfortable talking.
Okay.
no, it is very strange. I'll just say it very quickly. So he
But
sits him down.
is it claymation or CG?
No.
Or it's
It's-
real?
It's all fake bullshit, obviously.
Claymation.
But just the concept is
CG.
that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
CG baby.
So he sits him down in this dark room with a projector screen, and all of a sudden you see this woman on a table, like, she's giving birth, and then the baby comes out and they show it, and then this guy walks in, grabs the baby, and then they, it's like an animatronic baby, I guess, or something, and then starts having sex with it, and it's crying and
Fucking-
screaming.
It's fucked, guys. It's fucked.
I didn't even
Wow.
know movies like
And
that
then
existed.
doesn't he kill the woman after that too? I think.
I never got that far. I turned it off.
That is
I
kinda
took, you know what?
true.
Yeah, that
I
is.
totally turned it off.
Wow.
Who thinks
I mean-
of that shit though? Really?
There's like 2 or 3 more scenes in that movie, Johnny, that
Yeah, I'm sure there is. And you know what? I can't do it because we're sitting there, and I'm like, oh my god, no way! I'm like, fucking, I'm trying to hit the fast forward, and I fucking hit it on pause, and I'm like, shit, me, man. I'm like, and do you know what? After we turned it off, I'm like, we need to put something else on. I had to get that. I couldn't get that out of my mind for the next 2 days. It was so.
Does it
fucked
look
up.
real?
No, it's so funny you mentioned that because I'm telling you, like after watching the whole movie, I couldn't get it out of my mind for like 3 days. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they showed this or
did
that. I said, I can't believe it's a film that actually made it out on DVD. It's unbelievable.
And
Yeah.
we're talking about a budget here. We're not
Yeah.
talking like some amateur movie I'm putting together. We're talking like a major millions of dollar budget for a movie. And okay. Here's I got into this. I was talking to Andrew on the phone about it, and I said, it's so weird. You have to be. I'm not funny. You know how Pete, you'll find this fascinating that I think they say a lot of movie directors are like their movies, and it's really weird because I could not make a movie like that. When you see the movie that I've made, in the future, you'll say, oh yeah, like that makes sense that Johnny would make a movie like that, type of thing. But a Serbian film is like, you have to be a little bit fucking odd to direct scenes like that and direct the actors.
Imagine
and
being
all
an
that.
actor, even though it's
yeah.
fake.
I mean,
Can you imagine?
who even takes that job? I mean, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. For all the money in the world.
You read the script, you're like,
What-
okay, I want that job.
No,
Yeah.
I'll just say this: the little kid at the beginning of the movie, Johnny, like
Yes.
what they have him do later in the film.
No, and I fucking knew that was going to happen. That's fucking not cool, man. I don't want to know about it. I don't
What?
want to know about it.
Let's just move on.
Yeah.
From this
you don't
movie.
want to know about the ending scene.
No, I don't want to know about the ending scene.
Let me just say
I think
this:
we all
when
need
this-
a 5
when
minute
this kid-
intermission.
when this kid, hold on, when this kid grows up, like I don't
I don't wanna
wondering
know.
if he realizes what was done to him.
Don't say anything. I don't want to know. Listen, I tell you no, but you will. It's like, yeah, I know. You
I
had.
thought you said you were gonna finish watching it.
I'm fucking lying. I can't. I wish I wish I was like I look at my friend Andrew, and he's so desensitized. He doesn't care about things like that, and I kind of would aspire to be like that, but I can't be. I just things bother me, and I like that.
Wow.
That scene bothered me a lot. I thought this is crossing the fucking line. Like as you said, Pete, like people who like horror movies, they'll laugh it off. But I imagine a family, not family, like a couple one night watching it who is not interested in movies like that. Maybe they download it off Netflix or something.
Netflix,
Documentary as Andrew did, and oh yeah, Jesus. I don't know. So I want to say to everybody who listens, don't fucking see this movie.
No,
Do
don't
not
see it. Do not see it.
Do not see it. Like, there's horror movies where the zombies are coming after you and there's blood and guts. That's a lot of fun. That can be a lot of fun. But this film, its claim to fame is shocking the audience, disturbing the audience, and then fucking crapping on the audience, and then beating you over the head.
I think that's why he made this movie. He's trying to get famous just from the shock and awe of
Shock and
everything.
awe, yeah.
That's
It's
it.
like the Human Centipede. It's the same thing.
Let me say, Oliver is right. The Human Centipede is like
Oliver
baby food
is right.
compared to this.
I was bothered about the Human Centipede. Attach me to the fourth person. Seriously, that's no problem.
So you're sure you don't want me to read the rest of the Wikipedia?
No, we're
plot?
done. We're done with this
Let's
shit.
not do a dead horse here.
We're like 20 minutes on this. This
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
God damn it.
Sorry, Kevin.
Kevin's like, what did I get myself
Welcome
into?
to the All Gen Gamers podcast,
Yeah.
Kevin. You never know what you're gonna get here. All right.
He's like,
Is
this
there
supposed to
a description of all the horrible scenes on Wikipedia?
Yes, go to Wikipedia. They break down the whole plot.
Don't.
So if you want to read it, Kevin, you can.
he's Wikipediaing it right now.
Oh shit, man.
So at the end,
No.
he ends up getting drugged, and he's in a final scene.
You're not actually doing this, are you?
Pete really wants to talk about it.
He wants to talk.
But the
don't
ending
want
of this
to talk
movie is like so. It's like wow.
No, I don't. Fucking. So Grand Theft Auto 5 got announced.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What do you guys think about that?
Well, they're having a trailer early November, like November 3rd or some shit, right?
November 2nd.
November
yeah.
2nd, yeah.
But for all platforms.
Except for PC, because they said they officially announced PC's dead. No, I don't know.
Oh,
They probably
I was about to say, what the hell?
I'm just playing. I'm giving Jason shit. Yeah, that's cool. It's been announced.
Nice.
Oh, you missed it?
Yeah, I've been playing Battlefield.
Oh, there's like an official countdown leading down to November 2nd, and they released the actual Grand Theft Auto 5. The actual the lettering and
The logo,
and all
yeah.
that, and the actual 5 in there and all that stuff. So it's official.
Wait,
That's awesome.
I'm sorry. I was like dozed off there. You said it was coming out on this generation or next generation?
This generation, I believe.
Wow.
We haven't seen the trailer. We have no information except a countdown and the title screen of it.
All right. Let's take a bet here. Is the main character black, white, or Hispanic?
Oh my god.
Asian.
Or Asian? Sorry, Asian.
Well, I've been waiting for one in Tokyo. That would be fucking awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be.
I've been waiting for that. Do you know what? I felt so bad that the last one, at work, I was like, it's going to be in Tokyo. It's going to be in Tokyo for sure. With the Yakuza and all that stuff. And it made total sense. And then not at all. I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. They just did another Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, well, of course they did. That's what they're going to do. I felt dumb, though. I really thought they were going to change it a little bit.
I really wouldn't doubt that. They might just do, a Tokyo Grand Theft Auto.
The title doesn't kind of feel like that, though. You know what I mean? Like it's really emphasizing the 5, or is it V? I don't know. It says 5 and it's got the V. No, it's kind of
Roman numerals. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Grand Theft Auto VIII.
I hope it's not meeting another Vice City. Well, actually, that would be great. I love Vice City. It was my favorite Grand Theft Auto, but because of the music, obviously.
I second that.
Yeah.
I
Soundtrack's
love it.
unbelievable. Yep. I just can't wait to see an uninformed video game review on it.
Mm-hmm.
On GTA 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as long as the game comes out, it will be reviewed poorly. I assure you that. I'm sorry, I was just reading the Wikipedia on A Serbian Film.
No.
Come on, I was doing so good, distracting us.
And are you throwing up yet, or what's the deal?
Yeah, the ending is kind of awesome. I don't know.
Don't
Sorry.
say it. Seriously, don't say it.
I won't. But he gets his revenge. It's pretty good.
Oh, I don't. What's wrong with you people? Like, I am seriously never going to go see an important movie with you guys, or let you guys see an important movie before me. So, Johnny, let me tell you the ending of, And
Yeah, but there's a difference. You're never going to finish watching it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know with me. I'm never going to. It's actually funny, Pete. It's actually funny. The next night after that scene, I had a couple of beers, and Kim went to bed, and I was sitting up, and I'm like, let's see that scene again. Because I had to kind of face my own fear, and I watched it. I'm like, okay, it's kind of silly. It's because I know it's not real. I'm like, it's kind of silly, But I faced my fear, but I'm like, okay, I'm not watching anymore though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Bless you.
Bless somebody.
Who was that?
That was my fiance sneezing in the background.
Bless her.
Well, bless her.
Yes.
Bless her.
Yes.
So as of this podcast being released, Battlefield 3 will have been out for a good week or so now.
Good week, yeah. Over a week.
But as we're recording this, it came out last night. So yeah, I think majority of us here have been playing it. Yeah,
for 360.
Yeah, excellent. I went through it. I've beat the single player campaign, and I am doing some co-op and doing some. Pete, we were playing last night. We were doing some stuff.
We were.
What a great game! You know,
Unbelievable.
it-
The
Graphics are
multiplayer,
great.
damn.
it's just a fantastic game. I mean, you know, it's not perfect, you know, but what is? You know what I mean?
Jason.
I will say this though. I noticed this because I'm playing the single player campaign. I'm about halfway through it.
Mhm.
I noticed that the AI isn't. I mean, there's some parts of it like the enemies pop up in the same place every time. It just seemed kind of unrealistic to me because you're fighting. There's a scene. I forget one particular scene, but there's like maybe a dozen or maybe 24 enemies, and you're supposed to like defeat them, right? But they all like you shoot the guy behind the truck, and like 2 seconds later, another guy comes up, same location behind the truck. It just seemed really kind of unrealistic to me in that sense. I think they could have worked on that a little bit better. But the graphics are really good. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know if the PC is the same way or not, but I got it for the 360, and I mean, the graphics
Did you install the texture pack, John?
I did. It's about a gig and a half.
Yeah, because it makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
there was a
I-
video release showing the difference. The game looks like crap. It looks like a PS2 game if you don't
Really?
install the texture.
Yeah, I didn't.
on the
Yeah, I
360.
mean, there's that scene where you're in the fighter, the
Oh,
plane
yeah,
stopping
yeah.
the jet. Awesome.
It's amazing. I honestly,
Amazing.
that part, I just got goosebumps all over me, and I just said to myself, "Wow, this is why I play Battlefield." That scene right there.
It looks
really
realistic.
captures it.
I mean, the glass thing over you looks. I mean, there's scratch. You can see the scratches. You can
Mhm.
see the.
It's so awesome.
It's pretty
So
amazing.
awesome.
It's cool. It's
Yeah, I
cool.
think the Frostbite 2 engine really is. It looks great on all the platforms. It's an incredible game. I love every bit of it. I'm
It's
trying
a-
to think all the stuff to say about it. There's so much good, you know.
The 360 version's on 2 discs.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, so the first disc is multiplayer, and the second disc is single player.
Oh, wow.
So they
Okay.
kind of broke it up that way.
We heard rumors of that, you know, a good like month ago, but
Yeah.
we didn't know if that was official. So it is on.
Yeah,
sale.
and I got it at GameStop at midnight, and there was like probably 200, 300 people in line.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Wow.
But I was talking to the general manager of GameStop, and he said that for Call of Duty, they're expecting over almost 1,000.
That's crazy because remember last year, or was it 2 years ago now, when Black Ops came out? Remember,
Yeah.
I was down there waiting, and there wasn't. I'd say what, maybe 100 people? Maybe
Yeah.
I don't
Was
know.
it 2 years ago? Like
Was it
Oh, that was last year, wasn't it?
last year?
last year? Okay.
Yeah.
But
I was like,
wow, that's crazy.
Time's really going by fast. I'm like,
It was
not
going
that
quick.
Yeah, geez. So yeah, that's about it. Really, Battlefield
There-
3 has consumed my life.
This is unbelievable. There's tons and tons of reaction videos to a Serbian film.
Are we?
Are you joking? I gotta go. Oh, really? Isn't that interesting?
It says here, this is our reactions while watching the birthing scene in the movie A Serbian Film. So if you don't want to see a Serbian film and you just want to watch people react to it, there you go.
You can watch my reaction to it. I should put that up. I need to get like a vlog account and just do that. Like, yeah, Jesus. Like that guy's such a pussy. Fuck. Yeah.
Hey,
But
Pete-
yeah, what's up?
oh, I'm just gonna say I took your advice. I'm watching The Walking Dead. I'm about 4 episodes into it.
It's good, isn't it? And I'll tell you one
yeah.
thing, the second season, at least the first episode, the second episode's a little story driven, but the first episode in season 2 is like, it's just as good as the entire season 1. It's
Wow.
really an amazing
No,
episode.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm surprised what they can get away with on cable television. You know, the gore and the swearing. I'm surprised that
Isn't it HBO or something? Isn't it?
AMC
What was the AMC? I don't know.
American Movie Class. It's just like it's not a paid extra tier channel, is it? Just normal cable TV show.
Is it? I don't know.
It's American Movie Classics. But it's a good series, Johnny. You should see it.
I watched the very first episode and it was really well. It was awesome. I thought, wow. But I was like, I don't know. I don't think I was in the zombie mood. I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch more zombie stuff right now. But
It's funny because I watched it and I'm like, I went out and got Left 4 Dead 2. I felt like shooting up some zombies.
That's a fantastic game. Right
It's a
there.
great game. It is fun. The
You got
online
it on
is really fun.
360.
360, yeah, it's fun.
God, when is Game of Thrones on Blu-ray? I got to see that, Pete.
I know, I really want to see that. I'm
It's
waiting for it to come
fucking
out.
Put it this way, it's so good that I've already seen the entire season. I want to watch it again on Blu-ray. It was that good. It was that good. Oh fuck! They still available for pre-order. They have no release date. It was so good that I was going to buy it for my mom and sister to watch this year because they really love this.
Pete, did you end up getting Batman or not? Wasn't
No,
sure.
not yet, because I've still been in the process of playing Dark Souls and Pokemon trading card game. Plus, if I had bought that, I would not be able to juggle that in Battlefield. So yeah, I'm going to be passing on Batman until it either goes on sale super cheap or get it next year.
How about you, Kevin? Have you played it yet?
No, I haven't had a chance to. I was just actually editing Game Life is Real Life. I'm doing a Batman bit for this month's show, but I haven't played the game. No.
You played the first one?
No. I've been slugging through like PS1 RPGs. I haven't really been keeping up on newer games.
What have you been playing on the PS1?
I just finished Grandia for the first time.
Nice.
Yeah. I just missed that when it first was released because I was playing the Final Fantasies and Xenogears and that sort of thing. So just trying to go back and, play the games that I missed during that period.
That's a good one. Have you ever done Chrono Cross? Yeah.
I played Chrono Cross when it first came out. And I just got Lunar 2, which I'm eager to try because I love the first one.
Nice.
The second one is not so bad. A lot of people are like, oh, it's not as good as the first one, but it's like, it's more lunar. It's good. I don't know. I don't know what people expect. It's not going to change your life, but it's a good game.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first one was fantastic. So the second one, even if it's just good, is probably better than most games. So.
I know. I only got halfway through the second game. The first game I finished on Sega CD, and then I bought it on PS1, and I finished on PS1, and then I started. And then one Christmas I got the second one, and I started to play through it I was staying with my mom and sister in Toronto for a bit, and I started to play. I was really loving it, and then I had to fly back, and I never got into it the same. I don't know what happened there, but from what I played, it was good. I didn't see any issue, but.
Kevin, what would you say is your favorite RPG ever?
Definitely Xenogears.
Nice choice.
Yeah, I mean, if that game, I don't know what happened with the Xenosaga kind of reboot thing, but if for some reason they were able to actually fully realize Xenogears, I think it would be completely incredible. Because the game itself is just, they had to just abbreviate it. The whole second disc is just like reading a novel.
I know that whole thing, but Xenosaga is a very, very different type of thing. Very different type of thing.
Even that
not by square. They had to be very careful about how they did it. And the thing about Xenosaga, the first game I think is excellent. A lot of people were confused by the combat. I love the game. Finished that. Second game, the combat sucked. The third game, it brought it all back and then some. The third Xenosaga is awesome. Highly recommend that for any RPG fans. This is like a love affair I had with that game. That was amazing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So is it really worth playing through the first two to get to the third?
No, don't play the second one. The second one is terrible.
But wouldn't you lose out on all the story?
No, don't worry about that crap. It's funny. It's been such a long time. Well, not that long, 6 years since Xenosaga 3, but it's the first game I really enjoyed. I was looking forward to that for so long, and man, it's just heavy cinemas. It's just so much cinema, not enough gameplay for me. The second game came out, and the combat ruined the second game. And ask anybody, and it's not jumping on any bandwagon. I was I was playing the game. I'm like, this combat is retarded. I'm not enjoying it at all. And the second game, I threw it down. I'm like, I'm never gonna do this game. Fuck it, I don't care. Third game, I'm like, okay, I'll get it, and I was sucked in, and it answers everything that it needs to answer. I think you need to play the first game. Second game is totally irrelevant. It didn't even need to happen. So if you're curious, the third game is really good. Music is back to normal. Everything feels really good. It's funny that I'm talking about it. I really would love to go and revisit it. It's been a few years.
Well, I read on somebody's Xenogears review, it might have been Metal Jesus Rocks, that Johnny, that you said that you'd always wanted to do a Xenogears video, but were unsure if you could do the game justice.
Yeah, I don't think so. I still tackle it in my mind because it's so epic and it's so important and it's so intense that I'd rather say nothing about it than say the wrong stuff about it. And I'm still having a hard time thinking about how I would describe the game, and because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of backstory in what made the game and how it got made, and all the episodes it was going to be, and they all got canceled and all that. It's like, and the storyline. How do you talk about that storyline? I still don't know how to do that. It's so complex. It's so complicated. Like taking on, fighting God in it. You actually fight God. The wave existence or whatever, but
and you have the perfect works, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love that. How could any Xenogears fan has to buy that book? You know, it's like a Bible. It's just a wonderful book.
Yeah, for those that don't know, it was released in Japan, and it's just this massive book that tries to explain everything that game has going for it, which is just a ridiculous amount.
And there's a translated PDF file out there for anybody is a fan of Xenogears but doesn't want to spend money on the book. You can download it. I think you can just probably type in Xenogears Perfect Works on a torrent site and download that, and that's a great way to go. But that book is comprehensive beyond reality. It's so funny. It talks about thousands of years before the first games. You know what I mean? The backstory was huge. These guys sat around drinking their coffee for it would feel like months coming up with the storylines. That wasn't even in the game. That was like it's like Star Wars but gigantic. Like not just like the Empire. It's like beyond the Empire. What happened 1,000 years before the Empire was even there? It's really crazy stuff. So sorry, you got me going on a rant about Xenogears. It's just so epic. It's so intense. You know? And any game where you fight God in the end is just fucking awesome. That's such a great concept. I always was moved by that.
It's definitely better than fighting babies.
Fighting babies or
fucking babies or whatever.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? Now I'm just gonna say. Usually Jason's in charge of sound effects. That one didn't come from me.
Either. Jason, how dare you?
Is that from
me.
Pete? Who's that from?
That's from Pete Dorr. You sick son of a bitch.
Is that the sound effect from that scene? It was.
No, it isn't.
Oh, was it?
Hey, you know what I'm excited for tomorrow? Daytona USA.
Daytona.
Does it come out?
On Xbox Live.
Xbox Live, yeah.
Can we all get it and play it or what? No? You guys hate that game? Fine, whatever.
Well, yeah, but
right
after you get Guardian Heroes there, Jason.
I've got that game.
Do you?
I've never played it.
You son of a bitch.
It's kind of like my Lord of the Rings issue.
Yeah, they're collecting dust over here. What's going on?
They're actually
Lord of the Rings.
When something's in my place for X amount of time, it just becomes mine, so they're mine now.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Yeah. I was waiting for the threshold to get reached.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jason.
What?
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you dislike enjoyment?
Wait, what?
Do you dislike enjoyment?
No, I love enjoyment.
You enjoy enjoying things?
Yes. Very much so.
Okay. What do you think the Lord of the Rings is going to do? Do you think it's going to hurt you? Or is it going to make you enjoy it?
I think I'm going to enjoy it.
Then isn't it like, for me, the kind of person I am, I just be like, fuck yeah, look, I gotta see this motherfucker, but meanwhile you're just like, totally just don't even give a fuck. It's so, and I'm not doing it, I'm fascinated.
I'm scared at watching a 4-hour film.
It's not 4 hours. So wait, let me get this straight. You're scared of playing.
Don't bullshit me. I know it's 4 hours.
You're scared of watching a 4-hour film, but you're not scared of playing Battlefield for 6 hours straight.
No, not at all.
10 hours.
10 hours straight.
Okay, there's two different things here that we need to figure out.
Let's figure them out, Jason, together.
Let's do this because, okay.
Let's ask Kevin. Kevin, well, hold on. Kevin, have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Absolutely, yeah.
And what are your thoughts of Lord of the Rings?
They're great. I read all the books first, and then the movies came out. I was stoked, and I thought the movies did a great job. The day that Return of the King came out, we actually watched the first two on DVD, and then went straight to the theater and watched Return of the King. So if that's not Lord of the Rings dedication, I'm not really sure what is.
Right. That's like 9 hours straight.
You see, and that's all I hear. Everyone is into that. And now let's not confuse this. Let's not turn this around that
two things
Jason hates Lord of the Rings, because that's where I feel this is going, and that's not the case. All right?
Don't need to get angry about it.
You started this.
I will finish it too.
Okay. Now let's work this out together.
Okay.
I'll watch it tonight. End of story. What the fuck?
There's no way you're watching that tonight.
No way you're going to watch it.
No,
the thing is I just don't understand why you haven't put it in and decided to watch it. It
comes down to
what?
Well, it comes down to, It's on my shelf. I just haven't grabbed it. You know.
It's been there for how long, John?
It's been there probably a good month or two.
There's, there's just other things that I find myself doing.
Like Battlefield?
For hours, yeah.
Hours.
Well, here's the thing. Back to what I was going to say. The difference between a movie, okay, and a video game is that the video game you actually control. It's interactive. I'm actually doing something. Where a movie, I'm sitting there, I'm watching something, and I'm being put in another world or dimension or situation.
Jason.
What?
I will send you a little plastic sword and shield, and you can sit there and watch Lord of the Rings and pretend you're interacting with it.
That's really all that it will take, and I'll watch
Saruman! Come on, please.
Okay, I will. Okay, I will tell you that I will watch it, and it will be my Lord of the Rings coming out party.
But the thing is, what's so strange is like we're not forcing you to do something that's terrible. Like
no, I know. It just comes down to like I don't have a lot of time, and the time I do have, I spend it doing other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's like never having seen Star Wars. Wouldn't you just be like, well, maybe I should see that thing called Star Wars?
Well,
you know?
I actually did watch that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he watched it.
I did.
Did you like it or what?
I loved it. Yeah. I started to go back and watch all the things that were changed. Yeah. I spent more time going and watching other versions of what it used to be and then what it is in a comparative type of a thing.
Yeah. If you like Star Wars and you appreciate Star Wars, you'll like Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
It's kind of goes hand, I haven't met a Star Wars person who likes Star Wars that hates Lord of the Rings and vice versa. Would you agree, Johnny? It kind of goes into sci-fi fantasy.
They're both epic adventures.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, they're both a great budget and some great writing. Okay. I'll take that for Star Wars at times, but it's a great writing and yeah, for sure. It's good times. It's fun. You watch the Lord of the Rings, it's enjoyable. I think I've seen the first Lord of the Rings because that's my favorite, obviously, for me personally. But I've probably seen that movie about 25 plus times.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Why don't you, Jason? Why don't you just give it like an hour and a half?
No, I'll watch the whole thing.
You watch the whole thing?
I'll watch the whole thing.
I was gonna say, if you don't like it, turn it off. But if you,
no.
My guess is you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I think I will too.
But here's the thing to keep in mind: the first film has the least amount of action, and then the second and third films have all the big battle scenes. So if you really like the characters in the first movie, sit your ass down and watch the second and third one because they're incredible battle scenes.
See, because I'm into sci-fi and action, and you know what I mean. Coming from a person I've also never played World of Warcraft or anything. Not like I'm comparing the two, but as a person who doesn't really know that whole thing, doesn't really care to know about that whole thing, I saw Lord of the Rings, the trailers and all that, and from what it looked like.
What is that?
What is that?
What the fuck? What's going on?
That's Pete. Pete's doing something over there.
It's a Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
What the hell is he?
He's watching the movie right now.
He's trying to find something.
Yeah.
I know he is.
No, just a nice little background music to Jason explaining Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I love it. I'll watch it, all right? I'll watch it.
The soundtrack's awesome, by the way, too. I love the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah. That's Jason's theme for watching Lord of the Rings.
Got Liv Tyler in it, too.
When Jason comes back to give us his review, we'll have
that music going.
It's got Liv Tyler in it, too, which is hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, say no more. Why didn't you guys tell me that? I thought it was all just swords and hobbits. Shit.
There's
tell me Liv Tyler's in there. Shit. Nice piece of ass.
She's the elf.
Naked man. You'll be happy.
All right. Deal. I feel
it's
like
so
I'm on
funny
a mountain.
that
I can fly.
that part of the song kicks in when he says deal.
Oh my god.
I can fly.
It's like the clouds part and the sun shines down.
There I am with my DVD.
Oh my god. I'm going to start crying now. That's the most glorious moment in history.
All
right, so
what
what now?
Audio questions?
Should we? You guys want to do some of that? We haven't done them in a while. Audio. We've got a whole bunch of audio questions, too, that we're going to be getting to over time, you guys. And if you want to send us audio questions, please feel free to do that. Send them to contact@allgengamers.com, and we will get to answering them. So thanks for submitting them.
Hi all giant gamers, this is just a general question about the iPhone and iPad and even the iPod Touch for portable gaming, and what your thoughts are on it. Me personally, I think it's a great device. I would rather carry my iPhone about with me than my 3DS or PSP because it's the phone and the gaming system in one. The only downside is there's no physical buttons, but I'm sure they can overcome that with some sort of attachment. But there are some great games on the iPhone, such as the Chaos Ring series, and there's the Final Fantasy games 1, 2, and 3 on it. There's some really good hardcore games on it. So just, what is your general thoughts on the iPhone for portable gaming?
It's a good question. I'm going to say this. He's mentioning about adding on buttons. If they were to do that, I think Nintendo should do it. I'm just playing. Because aren't they adding the whole analog thing?
You hater!
Definitely contact Nintendo to make that new thumbstick for you. No, but all joking aside, I think it's definitely a part of gaming. There's a lot of games on the iOS system. I mean, Angry Birds. Everyone's got Angry Birds just about. But there's more so than that. I mean, I know, Pete, you mentioned some RPGs you've been playing. I've been playing Final Fantasy on my
There's thousands of games.
You gotta do some digging.
I'll say another one too. Somebody told me to get this one. It's kind of a Dragon Quest game if you're into that. It's called Guardian Saga. It's not bad. It's not fantastic, but if you're looking for something kind of like that,
Yeah, I got it too. It's free to download or some crap one day.
Really?
Huh. Yeah. There's a lot of good RPGs on here. You just got to dig for them. Like I downloaded a lot of the trials, but there's some high quality stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it went from, when the iPhone was released, it went from, a phone that plays games into now with the App Store and, all that sort of thing. It's kind of migrated into like a gaming platform now, I would say. I mean, I really would call it a gaming platform now, as opposed to a device that plays, a mobile phone that plays games. I think it's more than that,
Definitely.
Do you think the Wii U, the controller, do you think it will have apps for it? They can take it to go, play games?
No. I thought it would, but then I heard that it has to be synced up with your Wii.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think that it would.
As of right now, that's what I believe what they're saying.
Yeah.
It'll be Nintendo making everything for it.
Another really fun game on I have my iPod is The Simpsons Arcade, which is like a remake.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a new Simpsons like beat 'em up game. It's pretty fun.
Not Bad Company 2 is on the damn iPhone.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
How are the graphics?
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't played it on the new iPhone, the iPhone 4S, so I don't know how it looks there, but
That's funny.
The Simpsons arcade has all new levels and stuff.
Yeah, it's a whole new story and everything. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it is awesome.
That was
But
a great arcade game.
You can only play as Homer though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from what I know. Yeah. Yeah, didn't we play that at Ground Control?
Yeah, for sure.
That and the
For sure.
X-Men. 6-player.
oh,
Yeah.
Hey, so I just have to con in onto this one. The Grand Theft Auto. There's the rumors going around. I'm reading this on joystick.com that it's supposed to take place in a rock star-fied version of Los Angeles. One of the cities mocked up in an earlier installment of the franchise, San Andreas. Yeah, so
so
he's
LA.
supposed to use one character through all the campaign.
So much for the Tokyo.
Yeah, fuck. We'll never get Tokyo.
Oh, they'll do more Grand Theft Autos. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just always keep it in the U.S. It seems. I think they don't want to alienate the audience that way. I think they think it should be an American thing. I guess that's the way it looks like to me. Not moving it out.
Well, there's very little violence outside there. I think most of the violence is probably in the States.
Yeah, keep it in the
Let
States.
America head over there to Tokyo and rough some things up.
Yeah, because Tokyo is not a very violent city.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But that would have been funny to be in Tokyo and being an American asshole, fucking everything up. That would make more sense. So
Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do.
funny. Sorry to cut out that. I just thought it was interesting that it's supposed to take place in Los Angeles. Christ.
Yeah.
There goes that thing.
All right, good question.
Yeah. How about another?
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Thank you, sir.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's SDMF Gamer Antics from YouTube here, and I just thought that I had a question, and since we all know that the future of gaming is going to be downloadable games, what do you guys think this is going to do to the console market? Because, I mean, gamers have already been downloading games for the PC for the longest time. So why buy a console when they could just stick to the PC and, do what they've been doing for the longest time? And I definitely think as a customer, I would be able to look at it that way. Now, I also had another question. What do you think the future of downloadable games is going to do to the countries like my own country where internet is less than up to date in terms of speed? I definitely think that the gaming world will sink a bit, because if the internet isn't picked up in general, then downloadable games is less than ideal for countries like mine. So thanks for listening, guys. I love your show, and yeah, see ya.
Good question. What country is he from?
Yeah, he didn't say. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to hurt the consoles. I think it will hurt like the places like GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to hurt. Because you can download games now on consoles, on 360 and PS3 and the 3DS. You can download games.
John, yeah, it's a great example. Getting Guardian Heroes and then you getting Daytona tomorrow.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
like Jason, that's just crazy.
It does open up a whole new world to that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and just to go back to his first question, he was talking about, why buy a console when you can just do it on PC? Okay, well, first of all, wow, they're two completely different things. They do the same thing, but they're completely different in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like the consoles, they're more affordable. I mean, they're designed to do one thing. A PC is also for gaming, but it's also designed to do other things. You know what I mean? Like they're two different things, I think.
Yeah, it's
Plus,
apples
this would mean if everything went
oranges.
PC, that would mean Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo giving up the console market. Like, I just don't see that happening. There'll always be one, because they're not all going to go under. One will always stick around and keep their share.
Yeah,
of the
there has
people,
to be multiple venues per se.
I have a question though. Like, let's move forward 10 years from now, and let's say my 360 crashes, which is probably likely it's going to crash in 10 years. What happens to the games I download if the games are no longer available for download? Do I lose out on those games?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good question because we are living, I guess it's safe to say, really, you guys, is that, where we're going, we're going to be downloading and living in the cloud with this gaming. So we are relying on a third party data storage, cloud service type of a thing. What if that goes down? That's I mean, who knows?
Totally. Yeah. What do you guys think? I think there'll always be a need for physical media. I think because games are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, you can download a game, but it's going to take you days. You know what I mean? But
unless the internet gets a complete overhaul.
Yeah,
I really think that the internet needs a complete overhaul of everything of what makes it work. Yeah. I don't know that it would be. I don't know that it's able to really keep up and handle what we have going on now, and it's getting pretty crazy now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. I mean, just bringing it up again, but like Battlefield 3, it was 11 gigs to download.
Wow.
Did you? Yeah, you didn't download it.
So if your computer crashes, you can re-download it. You have a password.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Again, it's stored on my account in EA's cloud or whatever. Same thing with like Steam, you guys. Steam's the same way.
But you have no nice thing to display in your game room.
That's true. It's true. Yeah, exactly. As being old school people like ourselves, what is it about that we love?
How much does that cost to download?
I got it $50 on Amazon.
To download it?
50?
Yeah, 50. Okay. On Amazon. I don't know how much it was with Origin.
And what does it cost EA? Nothing hardly for it to stream to.
Yeah, they make more money doing it that way because they have no overhead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's bullshit. We've talked about this, I think. They charge the same amount for a download copy as they do a physical copy, and it costs them less. It's not right. Should be cheaper.
Some people they don't want to go to the store. They just want to start downloading, go to work, come home.
Yeah. And then I can never resell this game if I wanted to or trade it.
No.
It's mine.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're done.
Huh.
You only get it, one license code, one
so
CD
you can only
key.
put it on one computer.
Probably you can only log into the game on one computer at a time.
Huh.
It's a sad, sick world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, good question.
Do you think that the market really there isn't such a market for people like us anymore who actually like having physical copies of media?
I think everyone likes things convenient and quick.
Yeah.
Everyone's in a hurry. No one has time for shit anymore, you know? And so they just want it now. They want to play it now, and they don't care about anything else. This is my impression. I'm not saying this is me. I'm just saying in general, you know, everyone, we live in a world where everything is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone wants to just download it and play it, and that's convenient. They don't care if they have a physical copy. End of story. But, you know, back in the day, you know, I mean, we're older. We're older, you know? It's like we lived where you didn't do that. You had to go buy it and put it in your console and play it and took it out and put it on the shelf, you know? Like, no one knows what that's like anymore.
We live in a very material world, and I'm just a material girl.
Looks at this
so,
guy.
I gotta say. No, yeah, I think Kevin. I think there always will be a market for people who are like us, who prefer the tangible.
I hope so.
I know I will always prefer tangible over clouds.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I hate to see a place like GameStop go under, I mean.
Hey, Jason! I just remembered something. This is something me and Rob discovered when we had to go to our local EB Games, GameStop. You know those stickers?
God, don't we all?
They're using new stickers now.
Please tell me that they're better.
They're way better. They came right off. Not any residue, nothing. It's funny, Robert told me about it, and then I went into EB, and I had to pick up Alien Infestation. And I said to the woman, I said, "Oh, how many copies have you got?" She's like, "1." I'm like, "Oh, not the one with the sticker, right?" She's like, "Yeah, it is the sticker, but they're new stickers. They just peel right off." I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah,
and
we've heard that, right?
Yeah, and it peeled off, and I'm like, "Can I have a look at that?" I said, "Oh, that's great." Even though the bullshit is, me and Rob talked about this, is that they still fucking crack the games open and try to call them new.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's better news. It's not great news.
No, you know what? That's fantastic news. Because the worst thing are those damn stickers. So here's the test, though. Here's what I want someone to do. I want someone to go buy a game at GameStop with the new sticker, okay? And I want you to leave it on. And I want you to wait 6 months.
Oh, fuck.
And then I want you to peel it off. And then I want you to send an audio question in 6 months and let me know if the residue came off, if the sticker came off. Because you guys know low quality stickers, in a matter of months, they deteriorate almost. The low quality ones, they never come off. So I'm curious about that. That's cool though.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I had to bring that up. I just triggered on me.
Glad they upgraded them. You know, it's cool.
Absolutely. Any more audio questions?
Yeah, I've got a gank load of them. You want to do another one?
Do one more.
Hey guys, this is Kavinsky from the Elgin Gamers Forum. I'm just kind of curious as to what your stance is on sharing passwords with people. Specifically passwords that you yourself had earned as opposed to, passwords you got from a strategy guide. I personally really hated sharing passwords with my younger brother whenever I was, much younger. Because, I don't know, I guess I was kind of the mindset that, if you get to a certain part of the game yourself, I mean, that's kind of something that you earned, whereas someone who hasn't really gotten that far, I mean, one, they don't really deserve to play that point in the game yet, and also it's probably going to be, beyond their skill level. But yeah, I mean, I actually got to a point one time where I actually got grounded because I wouldn't share one of my Mega Man X passwords for like Super NES. Awesome. I wouldn't share it with them, so I got grounded from games for a while. But yeah, just kind of curious as to whether or not you guys, would generally openly share your passwords, or if you were more the type to, kind of keep them to yourself.
Now there's old school for you right there.
That is old school.
You know what I mean?
That is old school.
There you
you're
go.
right. So old school.
Good question.
Yeah.
Takes me back to Mega Man 2.
Yeah, I got most of my passwords from Nintendo Power back in the day. So
you cheater, John.
I cheated.
You cheater. Me and my friends traded passwords. I don't think we ever had a problem with it, but I wouldn't just give it to anybody. I'd only give it to my good friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You had that. You had that pad of paper. You had that big. Whether it be a pad of paper or printer paper. You had that sheet that had those codes. I know. I did.
And right next to that was the pad of paper with all the all the lines on it for drawing your maps to get through things back then. Yeah,
I remember the passwords I'm most fond of were from Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on Sega Genesis, because the passwords they would give you were not letters and numbers. They were, the blobs from in the game. So I'd have to so it's like in the different characters. So like I used to draw them out and like label it green, red, blue. I don't know. It was funny. Passwords.
Funny. So you guys remember the passwords where eyes would look like ones? We've talked about this before. I mean, like re-entering a password and you got one letter wrong. Oh fuck!
Oh, they had to redo the whole thing.
Oh
god, yeah, that's annoying.
Many times. I'm like, is that an O or a 0?
They looked
is
identical.
That an I or a 1? What the hell? My life sucks. Fucking hated life back then.
I shared him with my brother, and my brother shared him with me just to answer the question. Never had a problem with that.
How about you, Kevin?
Well, the only thing that comes to mind was the original Metroid passwords, where it changed every time you played the game. So if you had your pad or pencil or whatever with a bunch of different passwords on it, unless you had the exact right one and you crossed the other ones out, you were done and you couldn't go back to where you were before. It was the worst password system. I don't know if you guys have any experience with that.
The randomly generated passwords, right?
Randomly generated passwords, yeah. Like it wasn't like the same every time, like a Mega Man password. It changed every time you played it. So unless you knew the exact one it gave you the last time you played the game, and if you put in a different one, then you were screwed, and you'd have to do it all over again. Play the game all over again, not input the password. You'd have to get a new password.
Yeah, I remember stuff like that. Passwords truly was something I wanted to forget about. I was so happy with battery saves. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it really pissed me off when you play games that you could save your data, like Legend of Zelda and Phantasy Star back then, and then you play games that you couldn't. It's just like, what? Like, I think Govelius had a password system. I think it did. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, as that whole technology was starting, there were some that had it, some that didn't. Yeah, I remember that.
Password save, it's like, wow, you can save? Like, people forget that. Saving in games is commonplace. In fact, the games save themselves now, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of
autosave, yeah.
Yeah, back then, you had to. Yeah, it was a big deal to see with a save feature on the box. How fucking retarded is that? That's so funny.
I got a little funny story about just briefly on the passwords there. Back in the late '80s when I was renting, Nintendo games, and then the early '90s when I was renting Super Nintendo games. Now some stores, I think Blockbuster, like they stopped giving manuals or something or rather. I remember them like they give you the game but no manual because people kept losing them or destroying them or whatever. The video game store I used to rent from was a mom and pop place, and they would give you the manuals to the games in them. So like I would get lucky. I'd go home and I'd open up the game and I'd look at the manual. I'd flip I always do this. I'd go to the back of the manual because they have notes section. Some people would write the passwords in the backs of the manuals. And I would be like, yes, yes. Yeah. So like some games I would like go to the very end and like beat it, or I would like play until I got stuck and then skip it, at some points. But just a little funny story about passwords. You guys ever have that?
True, Jason. Yeah, and it's funny when you'd buy a game used and you'd have all sometimes the codes in the back, the kid's name like Bobby Simpson.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, thanks, Bobby.
Yeah, I know. Right?
That is funny.
That's old school right there. I don't care who you are.
Great question.
Great question.
Good question.
Talk about what we've been playing.
Yeah.
Just Battlefield for me. Battlefield 3. That's it.
Guardian Heroes. What else? Orcs Must Die. Pete, have you played that?
No, I've heard good things on it, but I haven't played it.
I played the demo and I thought it was fun. I was getting a little. I was losing my mind at one point. I'm like trying to stop the orcs from coming in. It's basically you're trying to defend a certain section of the castle, and more orcs are busting their way through, and you're using traps and weapons to stop them. And I thought it was charming. I thought it was kind of fun. I don't know if I'm going to get the whole game. There's another game out on Xbox Live. Pete, what is it where you're in a castle as well?
Yeah, Dungeon Defenders, which I bought.
What do you think? Okay, have you been playing that?
I played it one night because the next day, like, I don't know, I was playing Dark Souls or something, but it's pretty fun. The concept, there's so much content in the game But it's basically a 4-player game that you can play single player, but you really want to play it online with 3 other people. And it's a tower defense game, but it's actually like an action RPG at the same time. So there's skill trees and different equipment that randomly drops from monsters, and you can buy equipment in shops, and you can level up your equipment and armor like to +10, and you can choose like which stats you want to increase on it, and there's modifiers. Like it is an action RPG paired with tower defense. Is
it good? Like, what do you think? Like, what would you give this? Would you recommend this to me?
I would recommend it if you like tower defense and if you like sort of leveling up and building up your gear and cooperative kind of gameplay. It's a lot of fun. I would based on what I played, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. And I can see how people get really addicted because I'm telling you, there is a lot of content in this game. Like there's pets that you can buy. All different kinds of weapons with different like stats, and like some will have poison damage, fire damage, and I don't know, all different kinds of stuff. There's 4 different classes.
Oh shit, that sounds like a lot of shit to do.
No, it's pretty. They keep it pretty simple.
I guess you know what? I'd be interested if it wasn't tower defense.
Well, it's tower defense is like the background to it. You're defending. You're for the most part you're defending a crystal on the map. But for the most part, you're just setting up defenses and killing enemies, and that's about it. It's not really. It's less of a tower defense and more of like an action co-op RPG.
I'll download the demo and give that a shot. That's what I love about Xbox Live. You can just try a demo and see, what you're thinking about the game.
The only problem with it is like it is very much based around cooperative stuff, so it's a lot more fun when you play with other people.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But try the demo because it's a 1,200 point game, so you don't want to just dive into it like I did. I didn't even try the demo.
Yeah, I see a game like that, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, something that me and Kim would could play. But like, what's the other one? Tonight, right after this, we're gonna go finish Scott Pilgrim. We're on the final level. We've been leveling up. I maxed my character out level, so ready to do this shit now. I'm finally glad to actually finally get to doing that. But I'm thinking about after that, what do I want to do? Like it's fun to play games, right? With your friend, it's a lot of fun. So, damn, I don't know. What else would you see? You I really want to do that Daggerdale, and you're like, no, don't do that.
The game's broken. I don't even.
How is it?
Thank you for the reminder, because let me check and see if they ever patched it.
It's like not fun to play at all.
Let me see. Because it was broken. Like I was so. You remember how hyped I was for that game. And then it came out, and there were so many glitches and game-breaking bugs that it was unplayable. It got to the point where people were losing their skills. So it came down to I lost all my magic and abilities, and I couldn't get them back. Yeah, it's stupid. And it's taken them so long to patch it. I know they somewhat patched the PC version, but not the 360 one. Which they might have done by now. I don't know. I'll have to see.
Yeah, that's all I've been playing anyways. Pete, what have you been playing?
Dungeon Defender, a little bit more Dark Souls. I'm at a very hard part in the game right now, so it's hard to advance. Playing more Pokemon, of course, and Battlefield. That's what I've been playing since yesterday. And that's a lot. I haven't played the single player yet, just the multiplayer. But I'll probably dive into the single player pretty soon. And... I played a little bit more of Lunar Silver Star Harmony, and then that was just for a very brief period because I'm like, I wanted to start playing Trails in the Sky on PSP, but then I'm like, no, I can't do it because that's a really long game, and I'm like, I can't give up on another RPG because I'm a good chunk into Silver Star Harmony, so I plan on trying to finish that. And that's about all I can remember that I've been playing.
You'll be happy to know, Pete, that the single-player campaign for Battlefield 3, it's pretty short.
I know, yeah.
I finished it in like 5 hours, so it,
I'll play it on the normal difficulty, most likely.
That's it, AP? Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, short this week.
Wow, I can't. I know. I feel like I'm dealing with somebody else.
Well, I made some new killer decks on Pokemon, so like I've been owning it up right now.
Amazing.
I'm telling you, the game's fun. The time flies by very fast.
What about you, John?
I've been playing Left 4 Dead 2, and I've been playing Battlefield primarily. I mean, those two. So I'm pretty busy. How about you, Kevin?
I just got Star Fox for the 3DS, and I've been playing that. But it hurts my hands holding the 3DS. I don't know if any of you guys have that problem.
We want a review of this game because it's just, it's like, I hate to say, I'm like, okay, it's another Star Fox game. Tell us what it's all about. Like,
well, it looks great in 3D. I mean, it's the kind of game where I feel like the 3DS was kind of invented for, just because of the perspective. I'm sure you guys have played Star Fox 64 before, but the perspective lends itself perfectly to 3D. But I don't know what it is about the 3DS, the way that the buttons are laid out, and my hands cramp up after like 15 minutes of playing it. So I can only really go for it in short bursts, but I would definitely recommend those, who are into Star Fox, but maybe when the price comes down, I don't know about for $40. If you've played the game, I don't know if you've played the game a lot. I don't know how into the game you guys are, but it's it's the same thing. It's just a little bit of a different experience in 3D.
Yeah, that sounds about what I was thinking it was going to be. Yeah, which is not a bad thing.
Other than the 3D edition, I mean, they didn't add anything, right? Other than the multiplayer, and you can see your players' faces with the camera, and it's local Wi-Fi online, right?
Yeah, there is some. I haven't dug into it yet, but I think there's some aspect to it where you can actually go online and watch, kind of like where to go, because there are multiple paths to get to the different planets. So there's kind of like a feature where if you're unsure of how to get to a different planet, you can like follow a certain path or something, and it helps you out, which seems pretty cool. I just read about it. I haven't actually experienced it yet. I've just been kind of playing the game regularly.
Cool. Nice. Is that it? That's all you've been playing?
Yeah. Like I said, I was playing Grandia. That was like 60 hours or so. I leveled up way too much to the point where the final boss didn't even hurt me.
Easy. Yeah. I got a question. What did you think this is? Because this is a funny thing. Me and Rob have always joked about this about Grandia, is that we love the game so much, but God, the voice acting is so over the top terrible at times, eh?
It is remarkably bad. Yeah, it's actually so bad that it seems like you could just hire anyone off the street to just read the lines and it wouldn't be any worse. It might be better, actually.
I can do some impersonations from that game, like, "Oh, Flame Burnham." Or the other one I love is, "Now you'll be okay." Every time she healed you, "Now you'll be okay." Oh my God.
Yeah, there's something online of like the 50 worst voice acting quotes of all time, and I think 3 or 4 of them are from Grandia because it's that bad.
That would make sense. Yeah, fuck. I try to think of some of the other ones. Oh yeah, then this and then "Now you'll be okay." Oh God, horrible. But the game is good, though, isn't it? It's funny that you can get past that voice acting. What did you think of the music? I really enjoyed in that game that the music is just kind of like sometimes just beats. It's not like a full orchestrated song. It's just like it's very atmospheric, and I thought it was very successful in it. I remember first playing that game going, God, the soundtrack is good.
Yeah, it's very, very different than a lot of the other RPGs at the time that were so orchestrated. And it's just kind of like, I don't know, otherworldly in its soundtrack. But one thing about that game that I thought was really great was the NPCs. You can talk to each one like 3 or 4 times, and they say something different every time, which is, I don't know, a little different than most games where they just say the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. I enjoyed it all the way to the end. I think Granny's and hey, without spoilers, obviously, but the ending is a good ending, eh? The final scene. I thought, I don't know, like it's funny for me. I remember I was moving out of my house. I was kind of like going to live on my own for the first time, and we'd packed up everything in the house. And Grandia was the final game that I played on my old television in that house. And I got to the final scene and I got a little choked up. I'm like, man, the amount of RPGs I played in this house. And this is the final one I'm playing here. I had a bit of a moment with that. It was really funny. And yeah, it's funny. I never forgot that. And the ending actually kind of took me up in a way. I think it's because of the emotions of leaving my house and going to live on my own, which is an exciting, scary experience, type of thing. So
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because I was actually disappointed with the ending until after the credits. After the credits is like the real ending.
Yeah.
And the whole thing before that is just kind of like a letdown. And then you wait through the credits and they kind of, tie it all together. And then, like you said, it's like incredibly sappy and I don't know. It's great.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. It was the final RPG I played in the house. I'll never forget that. It was very cool. So that's cool. It's fun that you would actually go back and play Grandia. Like a lot of people aspire to play older games but don't do them. And then it's cool that you actually went back and because Grandia I could see being a bit difficult to play now. With all the flash and bling going on with games these days, it's
some of the dungeons are repetitive and they don't really look very good. I mean, considering when it came out, there were so many games before it that looked so much better.
Are you playing were you playing that game on a high def TV? Upscaled or something?
Yeah, with the smoothing, the texture smoothing on, yeah. Yeah, I don't have a CRT TV to play it on.
That's all I'd ever played on. I don't even think I could. Like I try to play some games on my high def TV, and I'm just like, no, this doesn't look good. Even with the upscaling or whatever you want to call it, smoothing on or difficult type of thing at times. I recommend everybody go out and spend $100 and get an old TV. It makes the experience a little bit better, but that's it. That's me. So, anything else you've been playing?
No, I mean before that, I had been playing Vandal Hearts 2. I just been on this kick of PS1 RPGs for some reason. Must be some sort of nostalgic reason, but
right on.
There's a lot of great PlayStation 1 RPGs. That's why there's so many great ones.
Yeah, and a lot of them are really expensive on eBay too. There were some that I, want to pick up, but it's
what are you looking
price is outrageous. Some of the strategy RPGs are crazy, like Brigandine doesn't go for less than like $60 or $70. The Ogre games, Tactics Ogre and Ogre Battle.
Yeah.
The Tales games, Tales of Destiny 1 and 2.
Oh, Tales of Destiny is expensive, yeah.
Yeah, they're just... I always think that I'm going to kind of like find one where nobody's watching and get it for like $25, but
no,
it hasn't happened yet, I'll tell you that.
Those games are retaining their value. It's really strange. Some of those PS1 games, I think like Chrono Cross you could probably get for about $24. That's not a hard to find game, but Tales of Destiny, absolutely. I see it for no less than like 60 or 70.
Yeah, well, the super popular ones you can get for next to nothing, like Chrono Cross or, the later Final Fantasies. But some of the more obscure ones are outrageous.
Final Fantasy VII has dropped in price. Final Fantasy VII used to be uber expensive, and since it went on the PlayStation Network, it's dropped in price. You can get it for like, I think about $25 now.
Yeah, that helps. That helps the market for the resale of the old games when they come out on digital download, because a lot of people will just pick it up for $10 or whatever. Whereas I like to actually own the physical copy of it because I'm, similar to you guys in that regard.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. So who's left? Jason?
We've already gone. He said
I think we covered
3.
him.
Yeah.
Was one guess. One exciting game.
Should we talk about our contest?
Please, John, tell us about the contest.
Please do.
We decided to do a contest. So what we're going to do is, here's the thing. We get a lot of requests for people who want to be on the show. And so we figured we'd open it up. And if you're interested in being a guest on All Gen Gamers, send in do a video response and post it on our Facebook and our YouTube channel, right, Jason?
Yeah, what's going to happen is we're going to have an official YouTube video on our YouTube page, youtube.com/allgengamers. And so just make a video, post it up there as a video response to that video, and also post it on our Facebook page. And we're going to pick, the top 5, you guys?
Top 5, yeah. So it's going to run we're going to start from, I guess, November to the end of November, right?
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
There we go. And I guess starting in December, we're going to call it Listener Appreciation.
Listener Appreciation.
Now, how do we actually pick this? We're just picking top 5?
Yeah, top 5. So basically make a video, talk about why you want to be on the show and what we talk about, basically.
Yeah, cool.
Why you would be a good guest. And it will send you Endless Ocean in about a year.
Speaking of prizes, Jason, I get my prize from last week.
What?
The prize from last week. I got the question right.
Oh, yeah. Did you get it?
The Flash?
Yeah, did you get... Oh, yeah, my Office Success Pack. Did you get it?
No, I haven't. I'm still waiting.
I sent it out.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the mail.
Funny how that works.
Great.
Well, it's kind of crazy, actually, that you would even bring that up because... It is time for another random weekly question. Who's ready to play?
I'm ready, Jason. Let's
do it.
ready.
What's the prize this week that you're not going to give us?
You guys are going to be excited.
Oh.
It is a 6-inch aux cable. Radio Shack brand. New in packaging. 6-inch aux cable. You know, you can plug those into your phone, your iPod, listen to music anywhere you go, in the car. 6 inches. All right.
Incredible.
6 inches.
A whole 6 inches. Sick bastards. So
6 inches.
That's terrible.
So the random question today is sea salt. Where does it come from?
Comes from the sea.
All right. Sea salt. Where does it come from, you guys?
Comes to the ground, actually, doesn't it?
It's playing for a 6-inch aux cable.
Sea salt. It's from seawater.
Okay. Pete?
I mean, that seems so obvious, and we know it's the wrong answer. I am going to say the sea.
Kevin?
Bed Bath and Beyond. I think they have. I think that's where sea salt comes from. No, I
That's things you put in the bathtub.
you put in your bathtub, right?
Yeah, the sea salt.
Yeah.
Sea salt for your corns or something. I don't know.
Sea salt. Where does it come from?
From the ground, from the earth.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's the earth. It deposits, and then pick it off the top.
All right. Correct answer is a plastic container. Ah, sorry, you guys. So close.
What are you talking about?
Comes from a little plastic container.
Does it have to be plastic?
Yeah, and pepper usually comes in those as well. So
I was close.
it's close, but thanks for playing, you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
What?
New prize,
Where are you
new
getting these
question.
answers from?
100% legit, always correct.
Let me type this in.
Learn something new every day.
Nice. Do we have I think it's that time for the episode for Love Talk.
Hey, hold up here. Stop that love talk.
It's
Sea
getting
salt.
in the mood.
Salt obtained by the evaporation of seawater.
Yep.
Is
Evaporation of
used in
seawater.
cooking and cosmetics. It is historically called bay salt or solar salt, generally more expensive than table salt. It is commonly used in gourmet cooking, especially potato chips that Jason loves so much, particularly the kettle-cooked variety known as hand-cooked in the UK and Europe. Sea salt, obtained from the evaporation of seawater.
Well, according to my sources here, and I'm looking at a modified version of Wikipedia, this is Bullshittypedia, and it says that it comes from a container. So I'm sorry, Johnny, but unfortunately,
This is sea salt shit.
unfortunately, out of a container is the correct answer.
Out of a container.
I really wanted that core, too.
So yeah, I think it's that time.
Oh, it is that time.
It's a time for Love Talk with Dr. Love, Johnny Millennium. And we have an audio question, Johnny. Are you ready for this?
I'm always ready.
A follow-up.
This is a
follow-up.
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 Let's hit it.
Hey, what's up, Johnny? This is Necro411 from YouTube. I just wanted to give you a follow-up on your Dr. Love. I asked the question, what should I do about a long-distance relationship? And you said, dump the girl. And basically, that's what you all said because it never works out. And it wasn't working out. She was crazy. She said that she loves me after like 2 weeks, and so we broke up. Only bad thing was, and I'm not joking, her mom died like a week later. Anyway, There's your follow-up. Later.
Oh my god.
So wait a second here. There's nothing I can really answer.
There you go, Dr. Love.
He took my advice. He broke up with the girl, and then her mom died. That is an unfortunate set of circumstances. I feel
It really is.
feel very bad about that, but I didn't make it happen. So, well, the thing is, he was unhappy in a long distance relationship, and they broke up, and wow, and then tragedy struck, and that's a sad, but glad everything worked out. Jesus,
God, hope you're
That's
doing all right.
brutal.
Jesus Christ,
Wow.
Yeah. Well, relationships are one thing, but that's something else. That's family related. That really that's fucking terrible. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, be there for her. I mean, it's kind of, if you're friends, be there for her, because it's kind of a hard
Of course.
time.
In that situation, you know what I mean?
Kind of take a step back and
Yeah.
Well, actually, this may sound funny. I have some stuff to say about this. Is that I remember I had a girlfriend, and I was, I wasn't in a long distance relationship, but we broke up, and I couldn't kind of get over her. I just, even I was the one who broke up with her. Go figure. And I couldn't quite get over her. And then, it was about a year later, my dad died. And this is true, actually. And it was so nice to have her come back into my life for a little bit. It felt like an old comfort zone from my past, and it helped me kind of get through a difficult period. So, you know what? You can definitely be friends with her, and and give her support. I think that's a good human thing to do, type of thing. So, a strange follow up. But thanks for getting back to us. And anybody else who, I've given advice to, or good advice or bad, get back to us. Tell us how it worked out. And hopefully it has some better results than that, black ending to that. Jesus. So.
Yeah. Huh. That's too bad.
Yeah, it's real sad.
Well, it sounded like in his comments, though, it sounded like he kind of referred to her as crazy. So it sounded like he was happy to break up with her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for sure. Exactly. Maybe, of course, the girl might have been freaking bananas, you know what I mean? But that situation ended up bad. So, yeah. I'll be back next week with probably a love talk question, or maybe a follow-up to another question. So keep sending them in. I love getting them. And audio questions, bring them on. Send some real audio questions, type of thing. Yeah, send them in. I was going to say something really weird. I'm like, and any penile dysfunction problems, you can just relate that to Gamester. He can answer those for you. I was like, no, but I won't say it. Then I did.
Well, I'm going to refer you to the best man in the business.
Yeah, he's got the answers for you. Double down.
It's just a little blue pill. Just pop it once a day. It's like M&M's. Just,
yeah. Mr. Penis Extensions. Yeah.
Well, awesome. Hey, Kevin, it was awesome having you on, man.
Yeah, thanks so much. I've been watching all of you guys for a really long time, and it was great to be on the show. So I really appreciate it.
I love your sense of humor, man. Keep it up. Your videos are very entertaining. You have a website as well. So why don't you go and plug your website and your show one more time before you take off?
All right. The website is JuliusBloop.com, and the show is Uninformed Video Game Reviews. So just type that into YouTube, and whatever comes up is definitely me, because no one else is as stupid as I am to do the show that I do. So,
and also something that we didn't mention, you do bathtub interviews with gamers.
Yeah, which is just the bathtub part is just silly. It's irrelevant. It's just kind of fun. And Johnny, I've had you on, and Gamester as well. And we'll have to round out the other two of all Gen and get them all interviewed in the bathtub at some point.
Come on,
I may actually be in my bathtub taking a bath, but as long as I can do that, we're set.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Pete's right on it. Pete's right on that stuff.
Totally.
Oh, what's that? Oh.
What's that sound clip from, Pete?
Some YouTube video.
Are you sure it's not a Serbian film?
We're done with this.
Oh, fuck. And again, audience members, please do not watch a Serbian film. Unless you want to cry like...
But no, in all seriousness, it's fucked up. Like, we're not condoning this in any way.
Somebody needs a nap.
Saying it again. So, definitely.
Do not watch that movie with your family members.
Definitely not.
Definitely do. I say just don't watch it in general, but
I feel like I've already watched it, so.
And if you do, how about this? If you do watch it, if any of you out there are crazy enough to watch this film, the unedited version, send us an audio response. Let us know what you thought.
yeah, that'd be interesting. Actually, listen, that's a good one.
Right, guys, it was good times.
Good times.
Absolutely.
Have a
next time.
great night. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
What's that?
What's up?
What's that?
Awesome.
Fuck off with that sound.